Good morning, everybody. Okay, I should be good to go now. I was having some little minor internet issues. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see. I know everyone's probably watching the PlayStation 5 controller stuff right now, but hey, I gotta keep my schedule. This is when I stream. Just making sure I got everything up and running here. Sorry, just, let's see. There we go. Okay. So definitely going to keep this all spoiler-free. Not going to talk about story or anything. There's nothing to see in terms of story. There might be some like little spoilers in terms of like outfits that you unlock later and stuff like that, but in fact I'm going to change. Let's see if I hold on one second. Does this work? Let's see, hold on. Okay. Like I said, just want to keep it as spoiler-free as possible here. Okay. Here we go.
Is your mother-in-law freaking out now?
Okay. Da 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 da.
Like, how close did they get? Like, we don't know.
I'm gonna just take off my hat. Okay. Here we go. Alright, I just wanted to remove a few things in terms of like clothing that I was wearing and stuff like that, just to save some surprises for you if you started playing last night. So I'm in a weird position with this game now, in the sense that like I've cleared the map in terms of like there's nothing left for me to find on the map. But I still have a few. There's 2 trophies that I'm looking for. One is you have to bow at like things that you find in the world. They're like hidden statues, kind of. I've only found one, and you need to bow at 10. So it's something I didn't even start doing today. It's something I didn't even start doing until like I'd finished the game, and I wish I had been doing it the whole time, because now it's kind of complicated. My first to join today, so excited, said Rescue Hobbs. Hey Kyle, says Taylor Wagon. Nope, I don't get those honors today. Hey y'all. Yeah, today's probably gonna be light in terms of people watching, I imagine, because there's the PlayStation 5 controller stuff is going down. Here's a fun trick. Let's see. I have an outfit that lets me do. Where is it? There we go. Let's pull this off. Nope. Alright. That's a big waste of time. Okay. Let's put on my better outfit for just lots of... Yeah. Right. Oh, I don't like that color. This is so dumb. There we go. Red. That's how I do it, man. Okay. Yeah, so let me know if you have any questions about Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, I think I still have the blood off, because I was always turn the blood off if my kid was nearby. There we go. Okay. Oh boy. I do so bad. It's funny because I haven't streamed this game at all. I'm usually so concentrated. Let's get rid of that hawk. So this is like really what I'm doing is like just clearing out the map with these little occasional groups of people. Let's see. Okay, so I switched stances there. So I've switched stances twice. Because I had the guy with the sword coming at me and the guy with the spear. He's shouting to let me know that he's going to shoot. The idea there, the conceit there is that he's telling his Mongol friends that he's going to shoot. I wanted to try to help this guy out. There we go, there's a counter there. And his suffering. Take his supplies. Yep. Oh, he's got armor on, I think. You know what we'll do? There. That should get the job done. So one thing I'm looking for is like, I'm trying to find side quests. I don't know how many I'm missing, but there's a trophy for doing all the side quests, and sometimes helping these people will give you a side quest.
Free soon.
But none have in a while. Have you tried the photo mode yet? Rescue Hobbs. Yeah. It's actually, you can turn it off, but it's actually defaulted to like be on the right D-pad. So like you can open it at any time. Ooh. What the heck is that? That's weird. Is that a body? I guess it's just buried in the snow. Huh. Alright, weird. How often do you pursue platinum trophies / all achievements? It depends. I don't always. If I'm really enjoying the game, it's funny because it's something I talk about with Hanson a lot. Not a lot, I guess, but it comes up periodically where he doesn't care about trophies and achievements like to the point where he hates them and thinks that they detract from the purest video game experience. But I really like them. I like having that checklist of things to do, and for me, often it's just like a way to stay inside of a world that I like. So as long as the trophies aren't like involve playing the game more than once, like if I'm looking at trophies and it's like, you know, get the ultimate ending. Oh, I was paying attention. And it's like get the ultimate ending by playing the game twice or something like that. Like that, I'm done. Like I'm not gonna do that. I don't want to play a game more than once. But if it's like, you know, I really like the trophies in Ghost of Tsushima because they can all be acquired over the course of one playthrough. And like by the time I was done with the game, I probably, without trying too hard, I had like 80 to 85% of them. So I wasn't, it wasn't like that much of a stretch to just like finish them out. And it was stuff like, you know, that you could find on the map. It was just a matter of going and like tracking it down. So that's the kind of trophies that I like, where it's like, oh, well, I did everything. Oh, I've only got 5 trophies I didn't get, and they're all like, do this one thing. Do this thing that you don't have to like change your save file or beat the game again on a higher difficulty, or go do one story mission that you missed. Like that's the stuff that bugs me. What is the file size for Ghosts? It's surprisingly small. Can we see here? 40 gigabytes. I am playing on a PlayStation 4 Pro right now. And on PlayStation 4 Pro, you have, let's see, you can choose performance or higher resolution. So I'm going higher resolution. I'm sorry, frame rate and a better performance. Like I always go to that. I do have a 4K TV. Obviously the stream isn't in 4K, but I don't know. The difference between, you know, the upgrade to 4K even on a 4K TV is minimal, where I feel like the gameplay improvements are substantial. So like I just will always go with that. Okay, and then right now I'm trying to find the last few. Let's see. I found all those. Oh yeah, I gotta change my clothes. I forgot. Yeah, the clothing is related to. There we go. So then I can track things. So I have the guiding light, and I'm gonna go after these banners. I'm trying to find missing things in the environment, and as a way to give my, there's no trophy for finding all the banners or anything, but just as a way to like give me a direction to go in while I'm trying to find these last few side quests and stuff, and these things that I need to bow at. I just choose like, well, I'll go see if I can find all the banners. Do you know what the next game club will be, and can it be an older game that isn't $60 and exclusive to one platform? Says Taylor Wagon. Yeah, we haven't decided yet, but we take that into account when we do game club. In that we, you know, there's obviously a lot of excitement around new games like Ghost of Tsushima or Last of Us, and that those Last of Us in particular was a good game for for that format, so that's why we went that. But I think because we did that quick one, we did the What Remains of Edith Finch, so I imagine the next one will kind of be along those lines, you know. But no, we have not decided. We haven't talked about it. Flaming Queso. Hard to watch two things at once, but currently watching this and Keely's live stream for his Sony ad for the DualSense 5. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I always stream at 11, but I saw that was going to be at 11, but I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll just still do my stream. I just want to play Ghost of Tsushima. I'll check back in on that stream. But please, Flaming Queso, let me know what's going on there. I think it's a smart thing, honestly, to have it like focused on the controller like that. I think that's cool. So I'm looking for, in general, and this is like what you guys can help me with the stream. As I'm traveling, I'm looking for. I asked Imran about this because Imran got the platinum, and it's like, well, what? This trophy where I need to bow at like 10 things. What am I looking for? And he was like, well, they're like little statues that you'll come across. They're like frog statues sometimes. And he's like, and when you bow at it, like you'll get an alert, like a bunch of fireflies will show up to let you know that you've done it correctly. So my controller is vibrating to let me know that the banner is nearby. So I'm looking. So I'm basically kind of running around aimlessly trying to find things that aren't necessarily connected to trophies, like banners or like Mongol records and stuff like that, and just keeping an eye out for. Okay, I wonder if this is like a little side quest actually. Oh, that feels side questy, doesn't it? Okay, let's see. I got you. Can I talk to you? Are you a side quest?
Hold still.
Oof, it's super boring, says Flaming Queso.
Follow me.
I stopped watching Keely's thing. He said it was live, but there were multiple times and skips, very unnatural, narrated by him. Oh, weird. So I've never. That's the first time I've done anything like that. Saved a woman from a burning building. Time Bomb Tom, sorry, just started the game last night. Just stopped in to resub. Good luck. Thanks, Time Bomb Tom. Kyle, did you know the PS5 controller can vibrate? It's not ASMR, it's PSMR. That parsec. Be there to spoiling anything that would you rate Last of Us 2. What the heck? What? Kyle. I'll be there to spoiling anything. What would you rate Last of Us 2 on the 10 scale? That's a good question. I mean, if I had reviewed it for Game Informer, I mean, I liked their 10, but I think I probably would have gone like a 9.95, which is kind of where I'm at with all Naughty Dog games in general. Like, I think they're like just. Let's see if I can. I wonder if I can hand-to-hand this sucker. Oh, oh no. I think they're great. Jeez. Oh boy, did you see that was weird. That was like a little bug. Like I love Naughty Dog performance capture. Just incredible, and just like the performances are the best in video games. Period. Like no one has better acting and performance capture than Naughty Dog, and for that reason, like their stories are incredible. Like I'm just totally drawn into them in such a huge way. All their games, but like I think it almost a hindrance to the gameplay. The story is always so good that I just like want to get through the gameplay as quickly as possible. To the point where I start getting frustrated with gameplay, and like I don't know if the game wasn't as good. Matt Parsa says, sorry, voice recognition. No problem, Matt Parsa. I'm sorry. I should have just been more cognitive of what you were trying to say. Just thought it through rather than just read it wholesale. But, okay, I want to deliver. I got some banners here I can turn in. But yeah, I wonder, like, it makes me wonder. It's like, if The Last of Us 2's story wasn't as good, would I have been more focused on the gameplay and gotten more out of it? Because it's certainly not bad. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of my general takeaway is, like, the story is amazing, incredible, but it like the gameplay is always just like you know, like slightly above average, I guess. Like it's fine. Even fine seems like too negative, but so that's where I'm kind of at with Last of Us in general.
I must confess, the emblem of Clan Kikuchi.
And I think I said on the
is a
Min-Max show
strange
that
one to me.
like in terms of thinking about my game of the year or so far, I think I would make this my favorite so far. But I also like I really love Sucker Punch games, like way back to even Sly Cooper and Infamous 1 and 2 and Second Son. I remember the year Second Son came out. Everyone was kind of like everyone was like, yeah, it was pretty good, but I was like, I love that game. I think it was like my second favorite game of that year.
Samurai of flesh and blood.
Let's see. What's this look like? Let's do it. They use ropes and puzzles instead of Uncharted stunts, and some good of their best simple love call puzzles ever. Sorry, then Thomas is like, I don't know, I'm just having trouble reading comments today. It's so crazy to see every single PS4 exclusive title get so great reception one after another. Yeah, I mean, they're good. I mean, like, what else can you say, really? Like, they know what they're doing. Okay, so I have, like I said, I have this. I'm looking for banners, and then you can kind of like see it gives me a little trail. And if the trail's really long, sometimes I'll fast travel. But if it's kind of short like that, and of course, oh, you Joe at Game Informer, you shared a story this morning. The top 5 hottest hot springs in Ghost of Tsushima. It's good. I won't spoil the punchline of that feature, but made me laugh. Really enjoyed that. Kyle, how many hours do you think you've put into Breath of the Wild? Too many. Too many. That last time I looked at the sort of what would you call it? Like the sort of NES, the Switch like tracker app, I guess you could say. I had broken 200. So at least 200. This is a weird thing. I left my horse up there to climb down the hill, but just call it down. Horse you can call anywhere, anytime on the map. Would you put more... Wowie. Would you put in more time? Restart it. So, I had, like, my save file for, you know, that I did the review and stuff for. Are you... I think I can bow to you guys. Let's see.
Go to your reward.
Go to your reward. Okay. But I don't think that's the bowing I'm trying to do. I don't think that's... It's very nice of Jin to honor those people, but... In terms of the trophy, I need to find, like, statues. Okay. Would you put more time to restart? Breath of the Wild. Yeah, so I had my save file that I played and played a lot, and then I went and got every shrine and basically did everything you can do in the game. I don't know that there was anything I didn't do in Breath of the Wild at this point. And then I did restart for a Master Quest version, and I got through the first dungeon, and that's kind of like a save that I just have that I will, you know, if I'm ever in the mood to play Breath of the Wild, I'll pick that one back up. You know what I mean? Like there was a, oh, there's the banner. Sweet. There was a point, you know, like a few months ago where I was like, I just want to play more Breath of the Wild, and then that's where I like went through the trouble of, you know, beating that first dungeon and stuff like that. I figured like once I have the that flying ability, you know, like I would, that's kind of the main thing I wanted. Flaming Queso, no new info at all regarding the PlayStation controller. They wouldn't even tease if the controller will come in new colors or anything. That's kind of disappointing, honestly. I mean, like, you could say, I mean, maybe not at launch, I guess, but I mean, it's pretty safe to assume that eventually that controller will come in different colors, right? Where's the wind taking me here? Wasn't I just over there? Is there another banner here? I bought a Wii U for Breath of the Wild. It says Taylor Wagon. Oh, that's interesting. You know, I don't know if I've ever heard that. Like, but that makes sense because, like, I bet when the Switch was out, like, you could probably get Wii U's for, like, a really good price, right? And it was, like, a perfectly acceptable way to play Breath of the Wild. Like, I played that a little bit to write about it for Game Informer, and, like, it seemed fine. Like, I thought it ran well. I didn't, you know? So, like, that's a good way to play that game. If all you want is Breath of the Wild, is you're like, I want to play Breath of the Wild. I don't want to spend, you know, $280 on getting a new console and a copy of this game. Like, yeah, that makes total sense. There's the banner. Okay, we got some... Ooh, let's see. What if we try bowing here? No? Because I bowed at one grave and a bunch of fireflies showed up. But that was also a very specific grave. So now I got a little bit of a longer tail, so we'll jump over here. Super impressed with how fast this game loads. I think Kotaku this morning had a story where they had talked to folks at Sucker Punch specifically about like how they were able to pull that off. Like, it's kind of mind blowing how they were able to do it because it goes so quickly. It's funny because I talked to Nintendo a long time ago for Game Informer and asked them like, how do you keep the game files so small? And one thing they said to me that was interesting was that like that's to them that's as important as, like, not as important, but in terms of designing a game, something like the file size is important to them because keeping the game small makes it load faster, and like loading is part of the experience of playing a video game. So like if you can improve that element of it, that will improve the overall game. And I never really thought about that. I kind of always separated them in my mind in the sense that like let's see if I can stealth my way through this. Oh. Well, that didn't quite work. That's okay. see. Oh, you got shot by some folks. Okay, I got him. Come on. Oh, I didn't get the counter, but still good. So like I'm switching. You get pretty quick at it, but like I'm switching stances. Oh, thanks, that guy. Oh, I got the counter there. I'm switching stances. Like even between fighting specific guys. So like if I hold down the right trigger, you've got moon, wind, water, and stone. And like if you're in the middle of combat, it actually slows time so that you can switch. So you can be like, you can counter a sword guy with the stone stance, and if someone's coming at you with a longer weapon, you can switch to the wind stance and counter very quickly. It's funny, I normally like in games, like in fighting games and stuff, I find the process of like stances like frustrating, but like I think Sucker Punch keeps it simple enough and it's quick enough that you can swap between them that like I ended up really liking it, and it makes the combat feel very frequently, like always sort of like moving around and doing different things. Hey, come on, give me a side quest. I really want a side quest.
My prayers have been answered.
Be careful up there.
Yeah.
I'd be honored if you had this.
See, he's giving me some kind of reward. I want side quests. And I'm all max level now, so don't get anything from that sort of stuff. How am I doing in terms of... Okay, yeah, we can... I like that you can keep running. It's pretty fluid to get onto your horse from running. I mean, that's a thing that, like, I love. That's the sort of the subtle thing about Sucker Punch games that I love so much, is, like, that importance on, like, consistent movement. And, like, even in this game where you have those scenarios where you have to walk with characters, you know, do walk and talks and explain things to you, like... If you start sprinting, they'll start sprinting, which is just like such a small thing. That's like, thank you. Yes, thank you for thinking about that. Like, let's keep moving. Okay, everyone should be responding to me because I'm in charge here. If we're being honest, you know. Oh no, the wind's moving this way. Must be under the bridge. Oh, there it is. I see. There is fall damage in the game, but not into water. Oh. Let's see. Okay. So bowing. Yeah, so I'm swiping. You can swipe up on the D-pad to activate your wind, down to bow, and then you know the other directions don't use a lot. I think this one is. Oh yeah, you can take out your sword and put it away, which is nice. And then this one you can play flute. Is the character memorable? I always had a problem with that regards with their games, says Matt Parsa. Yeah, I mean, I like Sucker Punch characters. I feel like Fetch and Delson were pretty memorable. There's some memorable characters, I think. Yeah. Flaming Queso says, "Whoa, he can play his flute through his mask. That is skill." It's funny you say that. I actually have like a in my I had that tweet that was like, look at all these dumb screenshots, and one of them was like a close-up on Jin playing, you know, his flute through his mask. But like I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna share that one because like maybe people don't want to know there's a mask in the game. I don't know. But yes, I also noticed that. The only thing I remember about Cole McGrath is that his name was Cole McGrath. He had a girlfriend. He was kind of a jerk I felt like I remember Cole all right. I think Jin's more memorable than Cole, though. Okay, let's see. Oh, wow. That's pretty far. Yeah, he was like a bike courier. We all remember. Commander Cool says he's like a bike courier. That was Wild Samurai, by the way, who said the only thing he remembered about Cole McGrath was that his name was Cole McGrath. So this is like kind of like a little climbing puzzle, I guess you could say. I've already completed it. Oh, I'm gonna go over there. So this is an ability you have to unlock, that roll. Alley-oop. 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 Okay, I am going the right way. Hi, sir. Any side quests? Anyone? Side quests? Side quests. Side quests? Anyone? They'll have like a little speech bubble over their head if they have something to say to you. Are you guys talking about Courier Crisis for the PS1? I don't know if I've ever heard of that game. I've heard of Infinite Crisis. Well, so Ragnarok's Edge says Cole McGrath had a scratchy Batman voice. That's true. And I remember that they almost completely changed him from Infamous 2. Which isn't entirely true, because they were going to change him. They showed him on the cover of Game Informer magazine. He was radically redesigned in that art, and people got really mad about it, and so they changed him back to closer to his original look, which is funny because I actually really liked his new look. I never really liked visually Cole McGrath's design in the first game very much, so when they changed it, I was actually one of the few people that, I guess, I don't know about few, but one of the people who was like, it's like, oh, I like the new design. Let's keep that. And then they're like, everyone was like, no. Because I remember Greg Miller over at IGN, when he was at IGN, was like really adamant about it. Because he was really bugged by the new design, I remember. Because I remember I listened to a lot of IGN podcasts at the time. And I remember listening to that and just being like, it seems fine to me. I like the new change. But not Greg Miller. Yeah, he had hair. That was cool. Come on, horse. That grapple looks fun. Yeah, really, really responsive and quick. I wish there were more grapple points in the game in general. I mean, there's a decent amount, but... I'm running his hands through the leaves. That's cool, right? The electric worm. I can't wait to get my hands on this game. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you're able to play tonight. Oh, what's that? Have I been here before? Let's see. I guess so. Huh. Side quests? Anybody? Any side quests? There's people selling stuff.
May I assist you, my lord?
Might as well stock
I
up
have
on
goods
all my
of all
stuff.
kinds.
Don't need linen, I need ammo. Okay, buy some sticky bombs.
Only the best for you.
Oh, thank you. Explosive arrows, yes, thank
An
you.
excellent choice.
And don't need leather.
I'll
Okay.
see you again.
Until we next meet, my lord. Do you need anything, my lord?
You know, it's funny, I'm kind of thinking to myself now, and maybe there's an answer for this out there, but poor Jesus, is this base or pro? I am playing it on pro, PS4 Pro. Although I do hear Jeff Marchiafava, because one of the things I wondered was like, oh, these load times are so good. I can see the banner from here. Maybe that's a PS4 Pro thing, but even Jeffem on base PS4 says that the load times are very good. But I wonder if maybe those last side quests I need come from, like, finding all the banners and stuff like that. Hey, it's a running noodle. My friend Aaron. Aaron helped set up my alerts. They've been working, Aaron. Is this your kind of game, Aaron? You gonna play this one? I know you're not, single player games are kind of hit and miss for you. But I wonder if maybe if I find all the banners, if that will lead to like another side quest or something. Do you have a side quest? You look like you need help.
End this war, my lord.
Okay, I'll work on that. That's a big request. He said, "End this war, my lord." So, howdy, GGM. Gals got Moxie. We just downloaded this one this morning, but I expect it's going to be more my husband's jam. I don't think I've successfully done a standoff in this whole stream. The trick I found is to wait till they get close to you, because they'll fake you out like that. See, that one went pretty well. Alright, did I save anybody? Can I get you? Yeah, cool. Alright. Yeah, I'm at this point, like, I don't even need any materials or anything. Got some leather. Is anyone around here need saving? Anybody? No? Maybe? I have this fear that I completed one of those little, like, you know, those encounters that you come across in the middle of nowhere, and there might have been a person there who I needed to, like, untie. And I worry that I might have, like, left them behind. Okay. So, with the wind sort of assistance of, like, pushing you in the right direction, man, I never missed the fact that there was no mini map. Like, it just never even occurred to me to have wanted one. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Okay, so I switched stances there right before he attacked. Switch stances. Jeez, alright. These guys are like early enemies, so. What you got? How does saving work in this game? Is it save anywhere, or are there specific save points? It is. Auto saves a lot, but you can also save anytime, which I always really appreciate. I'm a big fan of that. Yeah, what's up with the lack of pro enhancements for Last of Us 2? Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question, Running Doodle. Owie zowie, that was pretty. Oh, you know what we should do? Because I'll probably stream for another 20 minutes or so. Let's turn on Kurosawa mode for a little bit. I was not as enamored with Kurosawa mode as everybody else was. I feel like I've been listening to a lot of podcasts and things where people are like really love it. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. It's not like I don't want to leave it on. Oh, Running Noodle, Aaron, did you beat Last of Us Part 2? If you're still watching, or are you still working on that one? I also like don't really. I'm not like a big samurai movie guy, so like maybe that's why I didn't really get as much out of this Kurosawa mode as others. I don't know. You can break through doors if you want. That's fine.
The Mongols will pay for the agony you endured.
Save anytime from pause menu, automatic game of the year. I love it. Like, honestly, like, it's one of those things, like, games are so good about auto-saving these days. Like, I feel pretty good about just, like, you know, turning a game off at any time and not losing much progress. But like, there's just that. Oh, hi. There's just that confirmation of like having manually saved that just makes you feel so much better about like shutting down a game. Like, even if it's like faked, like it's like it auto saves every 5 seconds. So like, even if it doesn't even really actively save, if it's just still relying on the autosave, like I would still be like, I would still just want, let me go into a menu and do it just for my peace of mind, just if for no other reason. Being a parent, I have to have my game save anywhere and resume where I was. It is crucial and really turned me off of Red Dead 2. Yeah, I mean, totally fair. Absolutely. Are you, hold on. See, the other thing about Kurosawa mode is it's tough to tell if the, like, I don't really see those birds. I found all the foxes, so I'm not going to see any more of those. There's also birds that will direct you towards interesting things, and I don't think I'm going to see any more of those. Let's try this. What do we got here? Let's try a throwable. Let's try a black powder bomb. Let's see. There, look at that. Easy peasy. Those, I have those black powder bombs are like all maxed out leveled, so they're very strong. I had to redo several missions because of this. Couldn't rely on my Xbox saving states. This flaming case, so yeah, that's, yeah, just save anytime, man. Hey, speaking of playing with kids, you can also turn off blood, which is nice. I mean, it's still pretty violent. It's still, it doesn't fully like make it. I gotta turn off Kurosawa mode, man, just so I can see better. It's still a very violent game. You're still stabbing people in the throat and stuff, but it's like, it's just like 20% less violent. It's, you know, it's nice. Some iron there. This might be a good idea for me. This is something I've been starting to do. You know what I need to find is like, I think there's probably... Hello, sirs. Can I make this jump? Yeah, okay. Oh, there is a person there. Alright, so switch over to shield stance. Okay, then I'm going to switch back over to sword stance. This guy. And then I'll over to shield because this guy's here. Do this special attack. Break through the shield. And what are you? Your shield as well? Oh. There we go. Is that everybody? Okay. Cool. Do you have a side quest for me?
You'll be free soon.
Thank goodness.
You're safe now.
Ah.
This
Every
is
time someone's like, here, I'll give you something. I'm like, no, no, no. Tell me you heard about something. Tell me you heard that these people. I always appreciate when game gives the option to turn off gore and bad language. Yeah, no, me totally too. It's funny, I loved Brutal Legend, played to beat Brutal Legend, but I always kind of regretted not playing it with profanity bleeped, just because I think bleeped profanity is funny. And I think it would have made the game even funnier. Oh, interesting. Do we need to go down there? Is there any fall damage in this game? Yes, very much so. We might be seeing some right now. What is that? Huh. Alright, let's see if I think I can make that, maybe. Let's find out. Oh wait. Okay, that worked okay. Oh, I should be alright then. So you can get, oh, no, okay. You can, there's an unlock that you should get early on, you know, in the sort of skill tree that lets you roll when you hit the ground. Ah, dang it. Hey Kyle, I finally caught your stream. Just wanted to say I love the daily podcast. I listen every day. Got a few of my buddies to listen as well. Keep up the good work, man. Thanks, Mayor Brood. I appreciate it. Thanks for telling friends. I thought maybe that would work. Okay, yeah, so that's another upgrade that I bought, is like those little golden globes down the bottom left corner. You can expend some of those if you fall to reawaken. And it doesn't always do it with like fall damage. Like it just, you have to find just the right amount of height to fall. If that makes sense.
They will pay for what they did.
Yeah, they will. Man, this is, I don't know if I've ever been over here. Where's the wind pointing me? That way, huh? Oh, there, I see the banner. But yes, that upgrade to roll is very handy. I would beeline to that. But I also am a person who beelines to any kind of movement or like anything that makes moving around better. Oh, Toku, I hope there's no need for this note, and soon I'll see you come down. And soon I'll see you come down the beach yourself. There's not much time left before the boat arrives, but I'll stay as long as I can. If you read this, I'm so sorry. Please stay safe until we can return after the Mongols are gone. What is that? Is that a side quest, or is that just like a little story? Is it? Can I go tell someone about that note? Surely somebody wants to know about that note, right? That's a haiku. Interesting. I don't know that I've ever run into something like that. That's just like, hey, here's some stuff that went down. Anything behind the waterfall? No. Okay. If I don't see a burning cow or a loyal hawk during the stream, I will be disappointed, says Koru Drogan. Koru Drogan is referencing a little video that just got posted on MinMax. It was kind of like a highlight reel of just a bunch of weird stuff that happened to me during my Ghost of Tsushima playthrough. It's only like 3-4 minutes long, but it's just like weird stuff. It's like a good kill, or as Kuro Gordon, excuse me, is talking about. Like, I had this instance where I was in a camp and just like this cow was walking away from me and walked right into a fire and caught on. It just erupted in flames. It's like, oh my god, what is happening? So it's just, you know, a bunch of stuff like that. Go check it out. It's on the MinMax YouTube channel. This is like a weird little area I've never really explored. Yeah, it's weird. Man, I'm almost kind of bummed that like that story wasn't really like I thought maybe that would lead to like a little side quest or
You
something.
deserve greater respect than this.
A lot of reviews are comparing this to the openness of Breath of the Wild and the Assassin's Creed in Japan. What do you think of those comparisons? I think they're fair. I think oh, I got a new follower. Thank you. I think they're fair. I think it's nothing is as open as Breath of the Wild. There are still cliff faces. Like I run into this with every open world game now at this point, where I'm like, oh, I need to get over there. Oh, there's a cliff in the way. I don't think I can't. I have to go around it. I can't just climb it. And like I still had those moments here in Ghost of Tsushima. Where are you? Who's coming at me? Alright, we got shield guy. Bomb. And we got. Did that take you out too? Okay, a family's escaped. Toku, we found a way down the cliffs. It's dangerous. It's a dangerous climb, but it seems safer near the waterfall. The boat is meant to come tonight. If you have to make it, Father says there won't be another chance. We don't want to leave without you, but we can't stay. I hope you understand. Interesting.
Hold still.
But so I think the openness is fair. The game does, it is gated a little bit. Like the whole world is not immediately open to you at the start of the game, and that's okay. That's not like, it doesn't feel restrictive in any way because there's so much to do from the beginning. that like it's almost like a burden when the game opens up even more. But yeah, Breath of the Wild I think is still
The Mongols will
you
pay
know,
for the agony you endured.
the most open world game ever, because you can climb anything, and like that to me is just like can't be beat,
I hope
really,
you find
you know.
peace.
Oh wow, sibling. Have I been over there? Okay. Let's do an experiment here. Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna try to jump in the water. I don't think it's gonna work, but well, not quite. Breath of the Wild wasn't about open landscapes. It was about experimental traversal, which made it great. Yeah, Wild Samurai. I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah. As a follow-up, do we now not need a Assassin's Creed game set in Japan because of this game? I mean, I'm never gonna say no to like more Assassin's Creed in different locations, and I would love an Assassin's Creed Japan, but like I really like this game a lot, to the point where like I don't think I would prefer an Assassin's Creed game. I think Sucker Punch's games are a lot more streamlined. I think the path of upgrades is like just more satisfying because there's like fewer options. I like that Jin only has one weapon through the course of the game that he can upgrade and make stronger, but like I don't really. Oh dang it! I thought maybe that would work. But like I don't really want to be comparing stats on weapons. Like I know that's like weird, because that's like for a lot of people that's the reason to play. Like you explore, you find a new sword that has that does more damage than your other sword, and you equip it, and then that's great. But like I would much rather have this system where it's like you just upgrade, you get so good at using the one sword, you know it so well, and you just make it stronger and stronger over the course of the game. Like that's my preference, you know. So that in that sense, like Assassin's Creed, like Japan, like I really want to get down on this cliff face. I mean, like, what's the map look? Because I want to get over to the Sibling Rocks. I don't think I've been over there. Do I just have to swim out there? Gliding is very freeing in Breath of the Wild. When I play other open world games, I keep wanting to just jump off cliff and float down to where I'm going. Yes. Big time. Like, to the point where, like, it's one of those things that, like, I miss in other open world games. Like, I mean, even now, like, watching me play, like, the fact that I'm, like, having to find the right path to get to this island over here, like, and it's not this like self-directed thing of just like, yeah, I can jump off a cliff and open my paraglider and boom bada bing, I'm there. Like I feel restricted by other games after having played Breath of the Wild. All right, let's see. Trying to get up on this rock. Is this really the best way to get there? I guess. Let's see. Let's find out. Are there any comparisons from this game to Sekiro, or is this game not Souls-like very much? Flaming Queso asks. I mean, it's not Souls-like at all, I would say. But like they both are like stories that take place in similar eras of history. Sekiro has a lot more fantasy element to it. But it's hard not to compare them. I mean, they're both games where you're sort of a samurai, running around this big area and doing counters and stuff like that. But like, they're like certainly distinct. I mean, Tsushima is an open world samurai adventure. Sekiro is a Souls-like that takes place in sort of a samurai setting. Man, I guess I have been here before. Like, we have these stairs. Like, this just seems like something I would have done. Not Souls-like I'm in. I mean, I do like Tsushima more than Sekiro, but that's just like, it's a matter of personal preference and like what I'm into and that kind of thing. As much as I really did like Sekiro a lot. Alright, so we got a banner here. I mean, I guess I haven't been here. Oh, I got some records. Okay. Is there... There's a big rope there. This... I mean, if I were... If that Sucker Punch, I would have put something here that I could bow to. Let's see, can I grab onto those ropes? No. No, 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 no. Oh, that's gonna kill me. Not enough grass in this area. Is there any food in this game? Does it look delicious? I like game food. You know, I don't think so, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't think there were any sequences of characters eating or, like, seeing food or anything. Jin drinks with a friend, which is very infamous, too. Let's see. Okay, it's so nice you don't have to wait long after you die. It just pops back. Yeah, that loading. I like. They pulled off some kind of like magic trick. I don't know. It's funny. I saw some people sharing around that like they actually like handicapped the loading a little bit in the sense that like they made it take a little longer or something, which was such an odd idea to me. That it's like, well, if you have the tech up to snuff to the point where it can like load no problem, like why would you try to select? Like people are talking about that with the next gen. They're like, well, you know, with the potential of loading being eliminated, which I don't for a second believe is going to happen. I think it will be slower. I mean, I think loading will happen faster, but getting rid of loading is just like inconceivable to me. But people are like, yeah, we might have to actually like put in like little cutscenes to slow down. It's like, no, just let it load as quickly as possible. Why would you hinder it in any way? Makes me sad that there's still no Elden Ring news. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's weird. Alright, let's see. Let's go keep going after banners here. Because, like, the thing about going after the banners is it kind of gives me a chance to sort of run around the world and try to find things. Let's see. Wild Samurai. Do you think they had discussions about calling this Infamous 3 and changing nothing about this game? No. This is not an Infamous game. Come on. Let's just fast travel over there. See how fast this goes? Well, this actually might load. This is the longer load because you're going into a town. I think Elden Ring debuted at E3 2019, right? I could be wrong about that. Side quest? Maybe? No? No side quests? Side quest? Do you have side quests for me? Let's see. This looks promising. Let's put my sword away. There we go. I haven't been here before. Okay. How far am I from this? Okay, I got the short thing. Alright. Electricity powers would be very cool. You would just be raiding for Mortal Kombat. I saw someone get killed by lightning, though. Really? I don't think I ever encountered lightning in the sense that, like, that it would be, that was like a danger. You know what I mean? I could be wrong about that. Let's see. Let's actually do a song that changes. These all are all songs that you can unlock these. Can I activate a storm? Let's see. I actually haven't really experimented much with this. Okay, I think I got a storm going now. Oh, a cinematic moment? Oh, I don't know. I don't know where it is. It's just a clip. Yeah, baby. Song of Storms, Flaming Queso. Oh my gosh. subscriber? Who's that? The Electric Worm. Subscribe with Twitch Prime. Thank you. And a follow. See those alerts. Those are the running noodle. Howdy, Mr. Party. Can you play the Simpsons theme like an Ocarina of Time? No. This is the right way, right? I'm curious. I want to know, like, I flick the top of the controller constantly to get that wind alert. Because, like, I'm really bad about, like, in games, I don't really... Or in real life as well, actually. I have an awful sense of direction. My brother and I often make fun of ourselves for how awful our sense of direction was. I mean, GPS saves our lives, but I'm really bad at it. Like, I just constantly want to make sure I'm going the right way. I don't trust myself to, like, be going, like, trusting my own instincts to go the right way. I don't have those, so, like... But I'm curious if everyone else does that thing where they're just, like, constantly swiping up on the touchpad just to make sure they know where they're going. Is there... Okay, let's see. Oh, do I need to keep climbing up here? Let's see. Pose of Jesus. I have that too. It's called anxiety. That's a good point. Okay, let's see. Doobity-doo-doo-doo. See, this is one of those situations where I'm kind of like that Breath of the Wild kind of thing, where I'm like, I gotta, now the puzzle is like finding the right direction to climb this. Like, that's like less exciting. I just would rather just climb the side of it. Because then, like in Breath of the Wild, like if climbing was like sort of like every mountain was like a little bit of a puzzle, where here it's like more like, well, I just have to find the right angle. You know, I just have to circle around it until I find the handhold, and I'm like, alright, well, I guess that's it. Alright. How am I doing? 64 to 80. Alright. Running, did the alert pop up for the sub? I'm cooking, so I missed it. It did. Castle Canida. Oh, it never occurred to me to use kunai to take out. Oh, how much? Where are we at? Okay. Alright, I'll probably shut this sucker down soon. I do want to check. Actually, one place before I go after this banner. Yep. I don't know how to get in here. Or if I can. Maybe I can't. There's a fortress after all. Okay. So there's... See, I think I can climb around here, maybe? Okay. Side quest? Side quest? Side quest. Anybody? Anybody have a task? Some family member that they've lost or need avenging? Anybody? I'm available. This is, I wanted to check out, I think this was, yeah, I want to walk around here a little bit. This is pretty dense. Do I play this or Paper Mario first? What's the first game with those Uncharted handholds? Early Tomb Raider was more measuring your jumps. You know, that is a good question. I like knowing the answers to those questions of like I remember at Game Informer, I pitched a feature once for like the back of the magazine called like Firsts, or like maybe even a longer feature, and the idea was like identifying the firsts of just many different things. Like that would have been a good candidate for like, what was the first game that had handholds like that? Like you think of things like Diablo being the first game to have like exclamation points over the heads of characters who have missions and stuff for you. Like I think Diablo was like the first to do that, and the one I wanted to do was like, what was truly like the first open world game? What was truly the first platformer? What was truly the first RPG? And like, it was one of those things that like, I mean, ultimately for a lot of those things, there like isn't really a great answer per se, you know? And that led to us kind of like shelving it and being like, yeah, I don't know if that would work necessarily, but I like it conceptually. I like, you know, the idea that someone would do that research and like figure out like what was the first game to have the little ledges that you could grab onto. Like, was it Assassin's Creed maybe even? I don't know. Okay. No, you fixed it all the way. I can't get any better, unfortunately. It's perfect. Well, I didn't unlock my last 2 trophies, but that's okay, because I think I played more Ghost of Tsushima, which makes me happy, and I got to answer some questions about it, so... yeah, thanks for coming by. Let's see, can I bow at you? Do you give me anything? You seem important. Oh my gosh, what is happening? An anonymous gifter gave out just a bunch of subs. What is happening? Is that just Chris Koshan? Probably. It's funny, I got an email blaming Queso, says slicing into a house and yelling side quest is the funniest thing. Anybody, please. Yeah, is that you, Chris? I don't know who did that, but that's amazing. Thank you so much. It's funny, I get these like, you know, roundup emails that are like, you know, oh, you had, you know, this many people watching today, and you know, there's more, your chatter in the chat increased by 15%, and like yesterday, it was like, because Chris Koshan gave out like 5 subscriptions, it was like, your subscription rate raised by 800% yesterday. I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. So I'll get another one of those emails today. Thank you, anonymous person. That's incredible. I appreciate it. Ooh, Sands of Time. That's a good one. All right, let's see. Side quests. Anybody? Do you look like you need a side quest, or have a side quest? One of those things. My controller's vibrating as though there's something nearby. It's usually like, what's it called? Like a Mongol artifact or something like that. But I'm not seeing it. So anyway, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I really appreciate it, and thank you, anonymous person who gave out 5 subscriptions. That's incredible. Thank you so much. So yeah, see, that's why you need good alerts. Says Running Noodle. Wow, 5 subs. Thank you for the subs as well, Samurai. Now I can evolve into my next Pokemon form. Man, this controller vibrating is bugging me. I want to find this last thing. Where is it? Is it like under here? Is it in their house? Usually it's like inside a house. There it is. I got a record. Okay. Anyway, thanks so much, everybody. I will be back on Monday. I think earlier someone asked if I was streaming on tomorrow. No, I don't stream on Saturdays. Mondays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Talk to you then. Bye.